A motley swarm of peddlers has created a small fair by the village. Some traders have stayed rather late. You might get lucky and find something useful among their varied goods. A motley swarm of peddlers has created a small fair by the village. Some traders have stayed rather late. You might get lucky and find something useful among their varied goods. It seems someone was expecting you. Someone appears to have cursed the peasant's cow, and it stopped giving milk. You try to remember. Was this your doing? One way or the other, you whisper requisite zagavers, and now the animal will recover. The thankful hosts give you some fresh bread and a small pot of honey. It seems someone was expecting you. Someone appears to have cursed the peasant's cow, and it stopped giving milk. You try to remember. Was this your doing? One way or the other, you whisper requisite Zagavers, and now the animal will recover. The thankful hosts give you some fresh bread and a small pot of honey. The door to the abandoned banya opens with a shrill creak. After that, the old building is silent, waiting for the ritual to begin. You can only guess how this ritual will end. Some fitting spells come to mind. However, none of them were made to free changelings. Your heart skips a beat when you look upon the unknown, dim as the dark interior of a stove. You start with the usual summoning Zagavur, hoping that Nikolai's bride will answer you. Perhaps you'll just have to give her all of the requisite items. The Zagavur soon comes to an end, and the changeling girl stands before you.
We brought the things we promised. Soon you'll be free.
The girl tries to say something, but an unintelligible whisper is all that escapes her lips. Her entire figure seems tinged with smoke.
What's going on? We can't understand you.
The girl covers her mouth. Her figure screams despair. Tears drip from her empty eye sockets. You whisper an old Zagavur, and you finally understand what she's saying. Her voice calls to you, as if from far away.
The one called Banik dwells in darkness. She wouldn't let the accursed children go. The stove, the fire, the boiling water, the flayed skin. These are the keys to her domain. I am the third from the left, and all that is colored with blood. Mind you, that...
The girl doesn't manage to finish the sentence. She is engulfed with flames and clouds of steam. The shelves fall over when a hole to the ethereal world opens like a maw. The entrance to the underground burns with unbearable heat. You recall this happening when you stepped into the maw of the Hellhound. This time, old Yegor isn't around. Your confidence in your ability to get out is also nowhere to be found. You tell Nikolai to wait for you in the banya, and step inside. The world flashes with blinding heat. You're familiar with the feeling of passing between worlds. However, once again, even on this, your third time, it sweeps over you like a sudden gale and slams you mercilessly to the ground. When you come to, you're surrounded by a ringing silence. Nikolai lies at your side. He too is stunned from the teleportation, but is already coming to his senses. He obviously didn't listen to your instructions.
Kolya, are you alright? I told you to wait in the banya.
But I couldn't just leave you like that alone. I can keep it together now, I think.
Well, the more the merrier, I suppose. Anyway, there's no way back now. Follow me.
Such a fearsome girl. You'd better stay behind me.
Don't get yourself killed. What did the girl say again? The stove, the fire, the boiling water, flaying the skin are the keys to her domain. What did the girl say again? What did the girl say again? The stove, the fire, the boiling water, flaying the skin are the keys to her.
You continue your journey into the domain of the Abdiricha. Nikolai tags along, constantly glancing around. You don't blame him, for you are also alarmed. And suddenly, it seems you are right to be. A couple of chorts bar your way. The defeated Chorts vanish into the thick subterranean shadows. You move further along the grim corridors. Nikolai follows you. You notice he's clenching the cross taken from the Ikotnitsa. His knuckles are white, and his hands shiver, but his eyes are full of determination. One tight corridor leads to another. The lower you go, the harder it is to breathe. Your path is lit only by burning embers and the scattered rays of the dawn coming from the human world somewhere above. It seems this journey will never end when suddenly a black figure bars your way.
Who's sneaking around there in the dark? We can smell you. We can! Reeks of life will clean you up. Get rid of stinking skin as well.
Greetings to you, Bannock Hostess. Be so kind as to let us stay here, down below.
Hear us out, Banyak dear!
Invited ourselves, we did. I am the mistress here. Can't order me around, can you? Can you? What brings you here, down below?
Why do you steal Christian children? Why don't you let them go?
Who steals children? Who steals children? These are my children. It's quiet here in the dark. It's quiet here in the dark. It's warm from the stove. We're doing just fine here without you living ones. What brings you here down below?
They say Bannocks rule over the Aspen demons. Is it true?
Why do you want to know? Why? So what if it's true? Maybe not. What then? We want to ask something else. What brings you here down below?
We came to ask for your daughter's hand. I have a young groom, you have a fine bride. Can we bring them together?
No! There's no brights here below! Only embers. Embers burn? Warm old bones.
Yeah? Who burned my arm then? An ember shaped like a hand?
A mark! A mark! A seal on the hand! You found it out! Figure it out!
Well, give us the girl. We know she's here.
All right. Have it your way. We'll show you a bride. Not one, even not one. Choose the one that's yours. You chose wrong. You'd stay here. Here to stay. I'll spin your hair on a rake, then take off your skin. You chose your bride? You have chosen but picked the wrong one. Wrong. All hope is lost for you. I'm free to strangle you now.
You promised to give us the bride.
I will.
Give us the bride, and we'll leave.
No, never!
Quickly, we have to make it. Did you bring what I asked you to?
Here is the belt and the cross. And your name is?
I can't believe it. Am I free?
Yes, the demons can't hurt you now. It's dangerous to stay here. The place is unclean, not to mention all the logs flying around. Let's go to Ari Spa. We'll talk there.
All right. And the Banitsa vanished? And here I am.
What a tale! Well, Kolya, you sure got lucky. Sure did find me a fine maiden, a pretty one.
Come on, old Yegor. Don't be like that.
Ah, don't worry. I'm not trying to curse you or anything.
I don't know what to do now.
So, Kolya, are you going to make good on your word?
I sure am. I'm doing it all by the book. Nice and proper. But where would the matchmakers go?
I remember the village the Abdericha stole me from. I remember the minute you freed me. I lived in Pakcha. My relatives still live there. Send the matchmakers there. Though I need to go there with Vasilisa first. You'll find your Aspen demon there.
Remember I asked you to question the Abdericha about an Aspen demon?
She switched me with an Aspen Chort, it turns out. This Chort now lives with my family. With my mother and father.
That's where we'll go. That's the kind of demon I need.
Good. I remember the way.
She's gone. I doubt she can follow you.
It's not so easy to get rid of her. Soon she'll revive in the dark. She can't die. I'm not entirely in the human world, to tell the truth. Until I'm married, she can bring me back.
Are you still alive after 18 years?
Nothing to it, really. Wherever the Banya stove is lit, we're with her. Her mind has grown weak, sort of. She's rather old, but she's also taught me things. She's taught me quite a bit. I am an ogre myself, to a certain extent.
Let's go then.
The moment I became a Khaldun, I saw the Uyezd in a completely different light. There is no such place where a demon wouldn't hide. You just noticed? Your own chords are also a giant pain.
Feels like it was all in a dream.
I felt this way also, when I first stepped into the ethereal world.
I feel as if I've been asleep for all my life.
They say the changelings learn a lot from evil spirits.
That's true. The Binding's been teaching me. Urged me on with burning coals, so I would learn better. Well, now I know quite a bit.
Like a witch?
Well, maybe not like a witch. I'm nowhere close to you. I know a thing or two, though. About herbs, talismans, and so on. Maybe I'll help you sometime.
Were the other children with you?
There were. Not for long, though. The ones that you saw were made by the Abdiricha out of coals. But there were others. If a woman giving birth curses her child, or if somebody doesn't ask for permission to come in, the Abdiricha tried to lure them in. Always had some coals, shaped as toys or candy, in her hands. So when the child came close, she grabbed it.
Where are those other children?
That's the thing. Not everyone lives through it. Some are strangled by chords, some perish from sadness. I had friends, you know.
How does it feel to finally be in a human house?
It's exactly the way I imagined it. A different world entirely. There used to be undead, darkness, but here, there is life.
Let's go. We'll talk later.
Hello to you, witch! The talk of the Uyezd is that you're a powerful knower, so I came to you. I brought some bread. It's stale, but it's all I have. There's some Yerknik in our cemetery terrorizing the entire area. She died, you see, but hadn't passed on her shorts. You know how it goes.
Very well. I'll drop by when I'm near.
You have goosebumps. a sign of a devilish presence. You look around. Your only companion is humming among the silence. Suddenly, a dark figure steps out from the shade. It is a scribe, a Zagavr dealer.
Wisdom will enter your heart and be good for your soul.
You hear the loud cries of an infant coming from the woods. Is this a demon's trick or an actual child? You can't tell from here. You see a defenseless infant lying between the branches of a split tree. There are some gifts for the Leshy nearby. It seems that the peasants left their child in hopes that he would be cured of a disease. As a rule, the baby is left for several days in a forest in the hope of a miracle. You know well that the Leshy won't bother to help the child get well. This infant won't survive the night out here on its own. You think about what to do next. You bring the child to the closest village. You get lucky and quickly find the child's parents. You explain to them the dangers of such treatment and tell them to come to you for advice and herbs. The parents look scared, and it seems that they've learned their lesson. It seems the witch doctor expected your visit. She must have learned about it from her chorts. Her entire house is filled with fragrant, dried herbs. It seems this is the place to buy some useful ones.
What? Want some pranics? I've sold everything already. Oh, you want some herbs? Well, take a look then.
You notice a familiar silhouette of the wooden church among the branches. You decide to come inside and rest a bit from the long road. When you come closer, you understand that this church has been long since abandoned. The windows are boarded up, and here and there you can see holes in the walls, as black as empty eye sockets. You can't overcome your curiosity and push on the mossy door. After a moment, your eyes adjust to the darkness. A swarm of chorts turned this abandoned church into a gambling den. A mix of pig, goat, and horse snouts are staring into their cards. They haven't noticed you.